May you be seated. Our Director of Ceremonies, Minister of Local Government and Public Works, Honorable July Moyo, and the Minister of Information Broadcasting, Senator Monica Mtangwa, the First Lady Amayo Ksile Mnangagwa, the Vice President and the Minister of Health and Child Care, Honorable General Retired Dr. C.G. D.N. Chwenga, Second Secretary and the Vice President of ZANU-PF, Colonel Retired KCD Mohadi, former Vice President, Comrade Dr. Joyce Mjuru, who is with us, Chairman of ZANU-PF, and the Minister of Defense and all Veteran Affairs, Honorable O.C.Z. Uchengori Kashiri, the Minister of State for Mashonaland Central Province and Devolution, Honorable Senator Monica Mavunga, members of ZANU-PF Central Committee and Politburo who are here, and the entire party who are here, leaders of other political parties who are here, the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Advocate Jacob F. Mudenda, President of the Senate, Honorable Member Shinomona, the Chief Justice, Justice Honorable Luke Malawa, Honorable Ministers and Deputy Ministers who are here, the Chief Secretary to the President Cabinet, Dr. Mishek Svanda, Chairman of the Public Service Commission, Dr. Vincent Ungwe, Commander Defense Forces of Zimbabwe, General P.V. Svanda, Service Chiefs who are here, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Mazimambo edu, izinduna zetu, and all religious leaders who are here, senior government officials, veterans of the liberation struggle who are here, and in particular, I wish to recognize the surviving members of the High Command of Zipranzanda who are here. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, my fellow countrymen and women, it is my distinct honor and privilege to be addressing the nation on the occasion of our country's 43rd Independence Day celebrations here in Mount Darwin, Mashonaland Central Province. The venue befits the occasion as it sits on what became one of the epicenters of the Second Chimurenga for the liberation of our motherland, Zimbabwe. Being the first independence celebrations to be held in a rural province, this year's event serves as a jubilant statement and symbol of honor to the many sons and daughters of Zimbabwe who fought for our liberation, who were drawn from every village of our country. Sober memories of the immense suffering of our people in Kips and surrounding villages under the brutal colonial administration emboldens us to stand firm, defiant, and confident that never again shall our people live as slaves in their own motherland, Zimbabwe. Never. The atmosphere here in Mandarin must invoke among all of us hope and a resolute determination to realize Vision 2030. As such, the theme for this year's celebrations, Zimbabwe at 43, Nyika inovakwa nevenevayo. Ilizwe lakiwa ngavanikazi valo, brick upon brick, stone upon stone. This is a clarion reminder to us all of the weighty responsibility we have to develop our motherland, Zimbabwe. None but ourselves have this onerous obligation. Ndandisingazivi vhesi yataurwa naReverend Waparidza anzi muna Genesis chapter 2 verse ndandakangamo anzi Mwari akaisa Adamu munda weEden ndizo Garden of Eden kwaye ndokumuti work this land shanda munda uyu ticharia zveziya. Hallelujah! Takapiwa Zimbabwe, and the Lord says, work it. Ishande. So nobody will come from anywhere but ourselves to develop our country. As it was during our struggle for independence, friends and partners are welcome to assist us. But they must always assist us on our terms and according to our defined priorities, not theirs. Together in unity, we will guard and defend our independence. We will work hard for the prosperity of the people of our motherland, Zimbabwe. Long live our independence. Long live our freedom. My fellow Zimbabweans, we are a fearless, resolute, and unrelenting people. In spite of the many hurdles that our country has been subjected to, including the 23 years of illegal sanctions, our flame of independence forever burns. The successes realized by the Second Republic are irreversible. To date, my administration has implemented about 7,000 high-impact, life-changing projects since 2018 as a bedrock to lift our people out of poverty and prosperity. It is encouraging that inflationary pressures continue to ease due to a combination of fiscal consolidation and the tight monetary policy measures. The notable expansion productivity and the profitability of entities across all sectors of our economy have seen our country recording highest GDP growth in our region. Meanwhile, foreign currency earnings in 2022 were record-breaking. Let us continue to fully utilize our internal resources to modernize and industrialize our country for a higher quality of life for all our people. In the agriculture sector, we are going for growth encouraged by an assortment of policies by the Second Republic. Under the Pfumvudza Itwansa program, our people are being supported to grow traditional grains and cereals. More and more households are moving from subsistence farming to undertaking farming as a business. This 2022-2023 season, our country is projecting over 3 million metric tons of cereals against an annual requirement of 2.2 million metric tons, which means we have surplus. This momentum will be sustained and the successes consolidated. Together as one united, hard-working people, we have attained food security and food sovereignty. The presidential Tick Grease program saw over 1 million households supported with tick grease to mitigate the January disease, while efforts are ongoing to improve cattle breeds in communal areas. Under my government's agricultural mechanization program, our country's farmers have increased access to mechanization capacities. As a result of public-private partnerships, a total of 1,641 tractors and combined harvesters were distributed by December 2022, while another 4,400 additional tractors are being imported towards closing the farm mechanization gap. To ensure that our people fully enjoy improved productivity of our land and ongoing modernization of my administration, two-wheeler tractor kits will be availed to our communal and smallholder farmers. My government continues to de-risk and climate-proof agriculture through the development and rehabilitation of irrigation infrastructure, as well as dam construction. The dams being constructed across all provinces are set to ensure aspects related to hydropower, fisheries, irrigation development, and potable water benefit to our communities. Here in Mashonaland Central Province, we have Sema Dam, Bindura Dam, Dande Dam, and Mbada Dam. All have been constructed. Piped water schemes have also been established at Chawanda, Veke, Kaitano, Kamtsenzere, and Chigango. Additionally, the Second Republic is in the process of drilling one bore per village across the country, with the accompanying nutrition gardens, orchards, fisheries also being established. I asked my Minister of Agriculture, Comrade Masuka, to make sure all the villages around Mount Darwin should have a solar bore, and I'm told 40 bores have now been completed for the villages around Mount Darwin. We are unwavering in our commitment to improve the quality of life of our people, no matter where they live. comrades and friends, there are several mining projects under implementation. These will significantly grow the mining sector beyond the 12 billion target for 2023, with value addition, beneficiation, and employment creation now the main focus. Regulations to reduce land degradation and deforestation are also being targeted and tightened. Private sector-led industrialization and increased capacity utilization in the manufacturing sector have seen the sector account for 23% of GDP. Local goods now occupy over 80% of shelf space in retail outlets, while trade links have been increased in emerging export destinations, both regionally and continentally. The ongoing technical commissioning of Wande 7 and Unit 8 will enhance stability of power supply. Unit 7 is already feeding over 300 megawatts into the national grid. And next month, Unit 8 will add another 300 megawatts into the national grid. Going forward, communities are encouraged to harness our abundant sunshine for renewable energy generation. Zimbabwe's quest to be a friend to all and an enemy to none is reflecting positively on the tourism and hospitality sector. Complemented by an improved country image in source markets and sustained destination promotion, international tourist arrivals increased by 174% in 2022 since the Second Republic. We continue to call on provinces to ride on our cultural diversity and a unique natural heritage to market tourism attractions across the country. At the coming to office of the Second Republic, we had only 3 airlines coming to Zimbabwe. We now have 22 airlines coming to Zimbabwe. Fellow countrymen and women, infrastructure development projects embarked by the Second Republic remain on course. We are indeed proud as a country that this sector has scored unprecedented results on the back of the use of our own internal resources and local expertise. The Arale-Masingo Band Bridge Highway will soon be complete, with the works on the Band Bridge, Bulawayo, Victoria Falls Road, Mutare Christmas Pass, as well as Harare-Chirundu Highway have commenced. In Mashona Central, works will be accelerated on the following road networks: Harare Bindura Shamba, Bindura Matepatepa, Mandarwin, Chimanda Rushinga, Mzarabani Maue, St. Albert's Lotito, and Harare Guruwe Kanyemba Road, as well as the Noda Hondo Mukumbura border post are going to be constructed. The modernization of the Robert Mugabe International Airport and the construction of Mudzi Interchange in Harare are ongoing. These and other projects undertaken to date are enhancing internal connectivity as well as establishing Zimbabwe as a regional gateway into the continent. I commend the youth for volunteering their services in the construction of projects being financed under the devolution funds across all wards and districts. The clinics, classroom blocks, and homes for the vulnerable built so far have drastically transformed the landscape across the country's wards and districts. In the housing sector, government is implementing a settlement densification strategy for efficient land utilization with the focus on high-rise flats. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, the education system has undergone revolutionary transformation under the Second Republic, following the introduction of heritage-based 5.0 philosophy. Start-up companies are being established at our innovation hubs and industrial parks. The commercialization of new innovations, products, and services is being supported by my government. Meanwhile, the new technical and vocational education and training policy will enhance industrial productivity and competitiveness of graduates. The health sector continues to receive funding to cater for the diverse health needs of our people towards universal health coverage. Resources have been availed for the cholera epidemic preparedness and the response plans. In recognition of the centrality of digital enabled systems, we continue to promote ICTs across our national governance architecture, encouraged by the National Data Center. Yesterday, I brought from Darwin 8,000 computers. The quest to ensure universal access to information for all our citizens has seen my administration availing resources for the installation of boosters, with priority being given to unserviced parts of the country. Schools are receiving ICT gadgets for equitable access to technology by our learners across the country, no matter where they live. The Registrar General's Office is issuing e-passports and other national registration documents throughout various parts of the country. We have created 14 centers where you are issued with international passports, which you can find in any developed country. My fellow citizens, political independence without economic independence is incomplete. Thus, empowerment programs continue to anchor the Second Republic's transformation agenda. We salute the main micro, small and medium enterprises across the country who are employing thousands of people and ensure inclusive economic growth. The food deficit mitigation program has been extended to support the vulnerable. Identified orphans and the vulnerable children continue to benefit under the Basic Education Assistance Module. Zimbabweans working in the diaspora remain an asset in our economic development matrix. The labor migration policy adopted by my government enhances bilateral agreements with recipient jurisdictions towards the protection of Zimbabweans working abroad. Elaborate plans are in place to assist those returning from neighboring countries, incorporating matters related to the welfare of affected children. Our brothers and sisters, citizens of Zimbabwe, in South Africa, who want to come home, please come home. Zimbabwe receives you with open hands. Comrades and friends, traditional leaders were key partners during our struggle for independence and remain an indispensable part of my administration. Further, their role in the preservation of our rich cultural heritage is integral. We recognize that some chieftainships were abolished due to their support for the liberation struggle. Accordingly, My government has revived such chieftainships and appointed requisite headmen in those areas. The Second Republic stands ready to regularly review the condition of service of all public sector workers, including through the provision of non-monetary benefits. As we mark 40 years of independence, our territorial integrity and sovereignty remains secure due to the unflinching patriotism and the vigilance of the brave members of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, our security sector as a whole. We therefore commend and honor their selfless service to our nation, our motherland, Zimbabwe. Congratulations. The innovative and productivity-based resourcing of the Veterans of Liberation Struggle Fund is set to improve the welfare of veterans who made immeasurable sacrifices for the independence, freedom, and the peace we are celebrating today. Our aim of a drug-free Zimbabwe can only be attained with the involvement of the whole community, beginning at the family level, the village level, the community level, ward level, the district, the province, and nationally. The Zimbabwe Republic Police and other security agencies remain seized with the elimination of the scourge and other violent crimes. Ndoda kuti muzive hama dzangu vanomwa zvokudhaka mutoriro nezvimwe zvakazvimbwa pasi navo. Ndakaudza mapurisa kuti vakangowana munhu akasitika tataena fakarapo jeri paanenge apepuka wakapiwa nani naningi tataena fakarapo jeri. Zvinouraya nyika yedu. Toda kusiyana nhaka yenyika yedu kuvana vane tsika, vana vane respect. Meanwhile, my administration continues to deliver access to justice to the people by rolling out courts among communities. My fellow countrymen and women, as we gather here in Mount Darwin, across all provinces and indeed throughout the diaspora, let us rekindle the uniting spirit of our forebearers that saw them defeat colonial oppression. Their selfless sacrifices, unparalleled patriotism, and desire to see the people of our great motherland living dignified, empowered, and prosperous lives propelled their quest for independence and freedom. This gift is sacred and must never be dishonored. Today, the onus is on us to work hard towards Vision 2030 in unity, in love, and in harmony. Nyika inovakwa nevenevayo, ilizwe lakiwa na vanikazi valo. As the harmonized elections draw nearer, I call on the nation to remain vigilant and protect our hard-won independence. No voices, foreign or local, inclusive of rocky NGOs, should sow seeds of division and disharmony among us. Unity and peace should be preached in all our families, our churches, our communities. Dialogue and tolerance have been the hallmark of the Second Republic. My government has put measures in place to ensure free, fair, and credible elections. We must all say no to violence. Before, during, and after elections, no violence. As one people, united under one national flag, one national flag, one national anthem. Let us defend and entrench our democracy, which was brought about by the blood and the sweat and tears of our daughters and sons of Zimbabwe. And the vast people of Zimbabwe suffered for the best of our independence and freedom. Democracy was not given to us on a silver platter by those who today claim to be the champions of human rights. Go away, leave us alone. We got our independence from our own sweat. Ours is a history of a struggle for the return of our stolen kingdom, return of our dignity and pride, a return of our stolen land. The land reform remains irreversible forever. The independence we are celebrating today is sealed with blood. None but ourselves can fight back neocolonialism and those bent on setting up surrogate entities of our land. Taramba. Nika ino tongwa nevenevayo. Isu nisu venevayo chatonga nyika yekwedu. As we go to elections, let us all affirm this with our vote and declare that Zimbabwe shall forever be free. Zimbabwe shall forever be sovereign. Zimbabwe shall forever be independent. Happy 43rd independence anniversary. Makorokoto, Amshope, long live our independence. Long live Zimbabwe. God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe. I thank you.